A couple of weeks ago, I reviewed the cult classic Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze, which turned out to be pretty good after only one watch. And I've just seen its brand new remake, or should I say, reimagining of the film with Jake Gyllenhaal, now streaming on Prime Video. But is this new reimagining of Roadhouse anywhere as good as the original? Or is this one just worthy to get beaten down instantly, leaving a whole load of blood on the floor? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Bad Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the recently released 2024 action flick Roadhouse, released by Amazon MGM Studios for MGM and produced by Silver Pictures. As Joel Silver, who produced the original, is on board to produce this. The film was directed by Doug Liman, who, of course, most people know him best for directing films like Swingers, Go, The Bourne Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jumper, and Edge of Tomorrow. This film is actually not a remake, it's a reimagining of the 1989 cult classic film of the same name, starring Jake Gyllenhaal along with Daniela Melchior, Conor McGregor in his feature film debut, J.D. Pardo, Arturo Castro, and Billy Magnussen. Anyway, this film recently came to Prime Video just a few days ago. After it recently had its world premiere earlier this month at the South by Southwest Festival. Now, the film focuses on Elwood Dalton, a troubled former UFC middleweight fighter who makes a living scamming fighters on the underground circuit. He is approached by Frankie, the owner of an unruly roadhouse in the Florida Keys community of Glass Key, who offers him a job as head bouncer. And initially hesitant, he takes up the offer after nearly averting a suicide attempt with a freight train that destroys his car. He takes a coach bus, well, coach bus to Frankie's establishment, simply called the Roadhouse, and befriends Charlie, a teenager who runs a bookstore with her father, Stephen. Well, once there, he fends off a motorcycle gang working for a local crime boss named Ben Brand. And he personally drives the injured Doug to the hospital where he meets Ellie, a doctor who tends to his injuries. Now, apparently, yeah. But soon he does have a little bit of big troublemakers coming along the way and what have you, including Dang Knox, a mafia enforcer, and brazen nudist as well. And not only that, he has also been threatened by Sheriff Big Dick to leave town later on. But, well, let's not get too ahead in this, because this is a spoiler-free review, and I won't give you much more of the details in what have you, because then it'll bore the audience if you haven't seen it already. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts on Roadhouse 2024. From what I've seen, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, this does come a little bit on par with the original, but I think the original was still probably a much good film in my. But this one comes close though, nonetheless. From what I've seen, Jake Gyllenhaal's role of Dalton, well, was absolutely pretty good. It was not too bad. I liked it. Daniela Melchior, who had recently appeared in several films and what have you. She actually provided the Portuguese dubbing for Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, as a matter of fact. Well, she has taken on minor roles in recent English films, such as Guardians of the Galaxy, like more recently, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Fast X. Knox is played by Conor McGregor, an actual former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion. Well, I really don't quite know much about these, but I've heard of UFC though, definitely. While Ben Brandt is played by Billy Magnussen, who has recently been in films like Into the Woods, Bridge of Spies, Game Night, and the 2019 remake of Aladdin. And more recently, he played Ray the King Kingston in Spy Kids Armageddon last year. Jessica Williams plays the character Frankie. Pretty good. And Joaquim de Almeida, if I mispronounced that, I apologize, played Sheriff Big Dick. Yeah, not too bad. And we have Hannah Lanier as Charlie. Not bad. The rest of the cast isn't too bad, and what have you. The score for the film was done by Christoph Beck, who has done numerous scores. Now, although it was originally to be done by Volker Bertelmann, but, well, he left the project. Yeah. And so Beck took over the role of composing the film score. So, anyway, I really think this is pretty cool and what have you. Actually, this was the first film to feature a slight update of the centennial anniversary celebration of the founding of MGM with a 100th anniversary variant of its recent logo. So making that the second studio to do to have something like this after Columbia more recently did. Now, so far, the film's got a 62% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's a little more higher than the original. Saying the film, this updates a cult classic for a new generation, happily replicating the original's emphasis on cheesy brawn over narrative brains. Yes, I do agree and what have you. It has some fun moments and what have you, and it does have some of the, how should I put it to you this way, unexpected. Variety gave this film a positive review, saying if the first film was a better Chuck Norris movie, the new one is something more uncanny. It's like a Jason Statham movie directed by Jonathan Demme. Yes. May he rest in peace. Let's see. Yeah. And also, when Owen Gleiberman, who was the reviewer of this, also thought it could have been a decisive hit if it had been theatrically released. But that's understandable. IndieWire gave it a B minus grade with praise for Gyllenhaal and McGregor's performances, and ended a review with all in all, this Roadhouse is a fitting update to its predecessor's legacy, not because it's better or even because it's all that similar, but because it moves with the same unself-conscious stupidity that fueled so many of the 80s blockbusters we remember so fondly. The Telegraph said, together with a psychopathic Conor McGregor, the star, which is Gyllenhaal, makes this tale of a drifter who rescues a community from a local kingpin fly. Yeah, I don't want to really get into negative reviews though. But from what I've seen, the Roadhouse reimagining, I'd say, comes on par with the original. Just kind of misses it by that much, even after I've seen the original one time. But I really think the original was a much more cooler film. But this one comes this close. Seriously, people. Anyway, it's got a pretty good cast and what have you. Jake Gyllenhaal really is awesome. Conor McGregor, I'm not that much, I'm not a UFC person, but hey, I'm glad we got someone from there in it, this and what have you. So he did a good job in his performance. Everyone was pretty good. Christoph Beck did a good job with the score and what have you. So overall, I think the film wasn't too bad at all. So anyway, Roadhouse 2024, definitely pretty good in my view. I would recommend this if you liked the original with Patrick Swayze, and I think you'll feel right at home with this one, but you be the judge, okay? So overall, Roadhouse 2024, it's kind of more brutal in some parts and intense in some parts too. I won't tell you where though. You're just gonna have to see the movie. Anyway, for my score, I'm gonna give Roadhouse 2024 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. So, what did you think of Roadhouse 2024? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Anyway, now, and join me next time when I review the first installment of Warner Bros. Monsterverse with Godzilla 2024. So if you like this, check out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original Roadhouse from 1989. Or if you'd like more Jake Gyllenhaal, go to the upper right-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of Ambulance from 2022. Or if you'd like, well, another new film, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent spoiler-free review of the newest Ghostbusters film, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.